Platicando, loco. ¿Qué rollo, raza? Aquí su compa Dani, una vez más, en su podcast favorito, el podcast número 1 de América, dado a las analíticas que hago aquí yo en mi computadora. Y sin más preámbulo, les tenemos aquí un nuevo episodio del podcast Chafa con el compa Omar de Herencia de Patrones. ¿Cómo anda, viejo?
Saludos, el chingazo. Thanks for the invite, compa. Ya se lo
Es
sabe.
todo, viejo. Vamos a comenzar aquí. Panchito me dio una idea, güey, de que nos aventáramos un bongazo, güey, pero pues no tenía bonga. Así que en la mañana me paré, güey, y fui al pinche aquí a las smoke shop, a la esquina, güey. Le dije al vato, güey, dame una bonga. Y me dice el pinche vato, saludos al compa, no sé cómo se llama el vato, güey, pero el vato del smoke shop, güey, se pone bien acá, que es mexicano el vato y que no sé qué. Y yo, amigo, ¿cómo estás? Oh, no, pues aquí una bonga, güey. Bonga, güey, ¿qué bonga? Ya le apunté para enseñarle que era una bonga. Y el vato, sounds like panocha.
What the fuck?
No más porque, pues, es la única, las únicas otras palabras que le he enseñado al güey. Está bien pendejo, güey. Luego llego y me dice, amigo, comiendo mucha panocha, mucha panocha. Y yo así, güey, no mames, no estés gritando eso, cabrón. Ahí le va, viejo.
Oh, yeah, good looks.
Es una apple fritter del compa Panda, que anda por ahí, saludito.
That's right.
A ver.
I haven't taken a bong rip in a minute.
Neta. Machín, que le salga humo, Ay, viejo loco, es todo. Vamos a abrir acá el Twitch. Saludos a los que están ahí guachando. Huevo.
For a little donut.
Ay, viejo.
Algo bien.
A veces a nosotros se nos olvida que estos viejos sí fuman bien. El viejo acaba de sacar una dona.
Una dona en el gallo,
Ay, viejo loco.
como dice la rola.
Casi no. Güey, ¿cómo se rola la dona perfecta, güey?
You need top master skills for that, pa.
Neta.
Pues, you gotta know how to roll a joint already good.
Sí, man.
You gotta be able to roll a joint como si nada.
Okay.
Yeah, because you could know how to roll joints and then you could donut still is hard.
Y te salen, no te salen.
Is finding the right amount with the right amount of weed. You can't have too much more weed than rosin, or you can't put too much rosin because then it clogs and shit. You don't get the right airflow and shit.
La verga.
Entonces it's all placement and
es una pinche
technique.
ciencia,
Neta.
No mames.
It's a whole ass science.
Está bien perro ese pedo, güey.
Y luego hasta cuando lo prendes y lo fumas, you can't just fucking be hitting it,
Yeah.
Like, porque pues tan caros, so like, you get those compas that shit's fucked. No se puede,
bien.
Like,
no.
you gotta, like if you're not even hitting it, barely.
Respirando nomás.
Barely, and then when you light it.
Es lo que yo no entiendo, güey. ¿Por qué le pegan como si tuviera filtro de cigarro o algo, güey?
Era como si fuera un cigar o algo, like, yeah, right?
They like... No sé, güey. Es que así aprendió a fumar mucha raza, güey. Está bien raro y no me gusta a mí porque igual...
Le da eso, like, oh, no está pegando, so the first thing is like, oh, I gotta...
Harder.
Hit it as hard as I can, and it does the opposite. You get nothing.
Exactly. El viejo, ¿cómo se llama? Panchito. Se rolaba unos pinches... El otro día sí se roló una dona, creo, el vato.
That's right.
Pero bien. Y he visto un chingo de gente que trata de rolarlas, güey. Que ponen su historia de que van a rolarla.
Está, like, acá... It's a lot of shit, porque a veces... Because, I mean, it's hard to even get it to form. Because you could do the donut, you could roll it good. Pero por decir, like, another reason, if you're hitting it too hard, you're getting the cherry hella hot. And that could also fuck up the donut from coming out.
Por la rosin.
A veces you put hella rosin in there, you're waiting, and nothing comes out. Ya ves el hoyo que le sale.
Pues la dona, pues así.
So you gotta hit it. That's why you gotta hit it so soft, because you hit it too hard, it starts heating up and it don't burn right.
¿Y nomás se puede hacer con rosin ese pedo?
I mean, technically, if you get maybe like the wax of the right consistency. You maybe could, because like I've had a back, you know, before we used to smoke rosin and shit when it was just BHO. Some of my homies, like he would do basically like a worm, same shit, you know, un donut, but they like batter and shit. Y todavía se le salía el hoyo, but it's not the same with the rosin.
Okay,
yeah, like I don't know how to explain. Like the rosin just hits way different. The taste is way different, you know.
O era como te decía, güey, de que hay gente que agarra el pinche, ¿cómo se llama? Te pone en su snap que lo va a rolar, güey, y ya nunca pone el resultado. Y es así de, no te salió, cabrón. Güey. Es que sí, güey. Sí, de por sí rolar un joint está cabrón. Hay un chingo de gente que fuma años y años y años y nunca aprende. Fuman en pipas, fuman en bongas. A mí el chile me salen chidos, pero no... Como que no sé, no me gusta tenerlo prendido. Igual porque estoy aquí en el escritorio nomás. De que un toque a la bong o un dab y ya.
Bong caliente.
Y seguir acá. Porque de estar cuidando acá el joint y que no se apague y que la ceniza y de estar prendiéndole y así, como que sí te distrae un chingo. A ver.
Good salvavidas.
Ahí está. Así es, viejo. Tenemos a 3 personas ahí, a ver. Saludos a los que andan ahí.
That's right.
Drogándose. Ojalá estén fumando ahí con nosotros. Saquen su gallito, préndanlo. Esa pinche cuenta está bien rara, güey. Yo creo de ser mi morra, psych. ¿Qué pedo? Me dijo, voy a hacer una cuenta, pero no le voy a poner mi nombre para que no sepas cuándo estoy viendo. Y yo así, verga, yo no puedo decir nada. Yo no puedo decir nada. Está cabrón ese pedo.
I've been getting way too many, like, fake profiles that be following me, profile picture, like, 3 followers.
No, eso sí está, eso yo sí los bloqueo, güey, el chile. Y es que, pues, igual a mí sí me salen todos, güey. So I'm like, ¿quién chingados es este vato? ¿Por qué no lo sigue nadie? O la neta, de que tienen 2,000 seguidos y los sigue 10. O 2.
O tienen, like, fucking, like, 2 likes, one
like,
like
straight burner accounts. De que un vato nomás para ver pendejadas o así, güey.
It's got a lot of people, like, a veces... Well, I mean, sometimes I feel like you never really know who it is. Like, puede ser, like, random-ass people that are just making fake accounts, or it could be someone that, doesn't fuck with you and they want to see your shit.
Está bien raro ese pedo, güey. No mames. En primera, si no te cae bien alguien, ¿por qué estás viendo su perfil, güey?
Neta.
¿Sabes? En segunda, ¿por qué te cae mal la persona, güey?
Así es la gente a veces.
No sé, güey. La gente es bien rara, güey.
Neta.
Yo me considero raro, güey, pero hay gente que es bien rara, así, en ese sentido.
Like, everybody's fucking weird in their own... Everybody's got their own fucking...
Exactly.
And not necessarily weird, like, pues cada quien, Everybody does their own shit.
Hagan preguntas coherentes, plebes.
Oh, I should have did like a Q&A like yesterday or some shit, like on IG. Para traer.
Y sí, ahorita iban saliendo las preguntas, pero es que si van a preguntar cosas así, plebes, absténganse, por favor, porque la neta, pues, venimos a echar charla acá, relax, güey, ¿sabes? A ver.
What you been up to, compa?
Güey, al chile, pues aquí grabando.
Puro podcast.
Grabando, podcasting and shit.
Music.
Streaming, según. Que de repente me siento ninja y ando pendejeando, ya sabes.
Still been getting down on Warzone and shit?
Yeah, pues con el Panchito, güey. Hay un chingo. Y sí, va.
Yeah, I haven't hopped on at all. I need to get back on.
Ya hace tiempo que no está con nosotros, el extraño, y hablo de Manuel. Viejo, está bien cabrón ese pedo. ¿Cómo empezó usted en la música? ¿Qué fue lo que dijo usted?
thinking I'll probably like I was like 12, 13 probably.
Okay.
12, 13. And siempre me gustaba la música, pero like just never really like tried to like play or anything. My brother siempre tocaba. He'd been playing guitar for the longest. And I was like kind of starting them, agarrando el rollo. My dad used to have we used to have that old guitar, classic guitar, un nylon string guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Y empecé a aprender like, the basic chords on there and shit. Y ya luego uno de mis compas, mi compa Lupe, toca ahorita con el grupo La Palma, toca el acordeón.
Okay.
Y él siempre, pues, he's been into that shit, corridos, todo música norteño. Back then, like, I didn't know nothing. I barely listened to...
¿Cuántos años tenías?
I was like, I want to say like 12, 13?
12, 13
maybe.
Okay.
Like, apenas, like, in middle school, barely about to get out of middle school and shit. Y like, my dad, él escuchaba más como mariachi, like Vicente Fernández, shit like
Lo
that.
más clásico.
So, yeah, my mom, not really, like, more like reggaeton, like my brother, puro rock, all types of shit, rock en español, maná. So it was like, I was listening to, like, so much different stuff, and de eso del norteño, all that, I had no idea, no knowledge of it whatsoever.
Yeah.
To me, it was just corridos, that's how I would hear it. As my friends would always be like, okay, you should listen to corridos, this and that. My homie, he was that one homie you have in school that just listens to all, Spanish music and shit. So all that was all new to me. Yeah, he hit me up one day. It was like about to be the last day of school and shit. So, about to start summer. He had told me he was playing accordion, and I was like, what the fuck? Accordion? At that age, I don't even listen to nothing with none of that, so I'm like, accordion? I was like, why do you want to play that, and I was like, okay. And then I remember one day, it was his birthday.
Siento que así me miraban a mí, güey.
Right?
De que,
like, people,
pinche chamaco raro a la verga con el acordeón.
Pero then they see you play that shit. That's what really changed it for me.
De repente sí había raza que sí decía, no, pues toca chido el vato y así. Pero sí, la mayoría era así de, pinche mariachi a la verga y así, güey. Y son los mismos que ahorita de que, compa, ¿cuánto me cobra para una tocada?
Yeah.
1,500 la hora, compa. ¿Sabes? Y le voy a llevar yo y Panchito a la verga.
Yeah.
Sin sonido. Sin sonido. No es cierto. No tanto, güey. Pero sí, güey.
Esos que te dicen, ¿cuánto la hora? Ya tanto. Ya te dicen, ¿y sin el sonido? No, pues es el mismo precio, compa.
Hasta más le voy a cobrar para que se le quite.
Neta. That's what we used to tell people, like...
Me estoy gastando más la garganta sin el sonido.
Neta. It's facts. Like, I don't know, a veces la gente piensa que andamos poniendo por texto o algo, pero it's like, shit, it's facts at the end of the day,
Sí, es así de, pues, güey, hay que sacar para la papa, güey.
En esos tiempos, when we were doing privadas and shit with that grupo, so haz de cuenta, with my homie Lupe, we ended up doing a norteño, but I didn't even know we were gonna do that, like, he told me, like, hey, pues, te cuento de ese día, his birthday. This was still before I even picked up a guitar, nada. We pulled up, and haz de cuenta, el señor que le enseñaba a tocar a él, él tocaba en un grupo norteño.
Oh, okay, sí.
And so they pulled up to play for his birthday that day.
El grupo norteño.
And he was going to go, hit a couple songs with them on the acordeón y cantando. And I just remember, like, damn, like, I've never seen this fool play, and I've never seen none of the, like, how that shit was with the norteño group, I've seen rock bands, all that other shit.
Yeah.
And I go, because I had to hold the lyrics for him. So haz de cuenta, the whole group was right there, and I'm literally, like, right in front of him holding the lyrics, so I'm just watching everything. I'm watching him get down, and I'm like, damn. And before he hopped on, I was watching el que le enseñaba.
Yeah.
Se llama Víctor. And she was just going crazy, chingón para el acordeón. Like, the whole group on their shit, And that's just crazy when you see that for the first time, Like, I don't know if you remember, like, one of the first times where you seen, like, a group just get down in front of you. Like,
yeah,
man, like a group que you already know they've been playing for a minute and shit.
Yeah, they get down, la neta, güey. Yo también me acuerdo, the first time I ever saw a group play live era en un garage, casi así, güey, como estaban ensayando y así, güey, y así que, así a la verga, güey, un grupo completa, así se
That's just different, that shit, especially when you're younger, that shit captures your attention,
Yep.
So that shit, like, I liked it, I fucked with it. I was like, now, back then when I was, like, thinking, like, oh, like, fuck, accordion, like, what do you want to, like, now I'm thinking, like, damn, like, that's fucking dope.
Yeah.
And so yeah, después, you know, we're getting ready to end middle school and shit. And he hits me up. He's like, "Hey, the homie's gonna come teach the other homies like an instrument." He's like, "You want to pull up and learn something?" I was like, "Well, yeah, you know." I was like, I was trying to learn guitar, and that's where I started learning about the whole guitar, bajo sexto, all that shit. Cause you know, it's a lot of shit.
Yeah.
People, no saben.
Sí.
I was over here thinking the bajo sexto, cause they had a bajo sexto there. And I was over here thinking era un requinto, you know, it was a 12-string guitar.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't tell the difference. I didn't know what was the difference.
Sí.
And at that time, we didn't have a bajo yet. So, because I think my compa Palma, the Grupo La Palma, el cantante, he was there too. He was going to sing. And he was going to learn the bajo quinto too. You know, iba a cantar y tocar. And I forgot, since we didn't have a bass yet, because they were saying like, oh, what if I play the bass? And I was like, well, you know, I didn't really care. You know, I was down to play whatever. But we didn't have a bass yet. So they're like, oh, pues, you know, take the bajo sexto for a couple days.
Pero para ese entonces ya querías entrarle en la música.
Yeah. I was like,
you
know,
no sabías que querías
I wanted to
tocar,
play something, you know. I wanted to play something. I always wanted to play something. Like,
well, that's sick as fuck, viejo.
Because, like, since my brother, he played since, is there good Tash? This is the important part with the donut, too. When people, I don't know if you see when people ash it and they kind of, like, smear the joint, like, trying to ash it like that. You smudge it, and that's what, like, closes it up. So you gotta...
se cierra la dona. Nomás así la dejas caer. Well. A la verga.
No sé si se ve, probably not, but...
No se ve ahí.
Good donut.
Está bien chafa el cero, pero pues...
Ay, bye. Fucking badass.
Voy a agarrar una cámara. Pa que se mire acá un poquito mejor calidad.
You could get... I think that's what my compa Raul, también he would do Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
And he had bought this camera for vlogging. And instead of getting a webcam, he just set up the camera with the... But I think you gotta connect it a different way.
Como un cable o algo así.
Yeah, it's like a cable or something.
I'm sure it's probably like USB to the camera.
Something like that. And then he would just have it on the stand right there.
Ha de ser un tipo de... ¿Cómo se llama? Hay una chingadera que se llamaba The Visual Cable. Que iba atrás de las teles antes. Ha de ser algo así.
I think so. I don't know. I should ask him.
Pero sí se mira chingón así con una camarita. Ya así de que... no sé, $100
Yeah, it'll be a whole different quality from the webcam. Because, you know, that's just hella tiny.
Yeah, tiny.
Yeah, acá you'll have it, you know, closer or some shit. Or you can even set up, you know, different angles or something.
Está chingón ese pedo, güey, la neta.
Yeah, this is sick, though.
Me gusta aprender de ese pedo. Porque la neta no sé nada, güey.
No, this is cool, bro. Cause fuck, to me, that I don't know really nothing. I'm barely learning how to record and shit like that. That's just dope to me.
What do you use to record?
I just got Pro Tools not too long ago. Todavía no le sé mucho.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got Logic Pro on there too. But shit, I couldn't get some shit right. I got like some type of something wrong. Like something set up wrong where I couldn't get the sound out. So I've been just fucking around on GarageBand lately. But like, it's the first time I actually try it on my laptop instead of like on the phone. So it's a little cooler on the computer. You know,
sí,
you can actually fuck with it.
Te da más como flexibilidad con todo ese pedo.
Yeah, neta.
El pinche, ¿cómo se llama? I used GarageBand for hella long. Y apenas acabo de agarrar Logic.
You fucking with it? Or
yeah, está chido Logic.
Logic's cool too.
Once you get the hang of guitar, guitar center. Once you get the hang of GarageBand, you ya se te facilita y hasta vas a decir, no mames, también, pues tienes más tools que en pinche en GarageBand.
Neta.
Y
that's why, like, when we were first starting to record our own shit, we started with Logic because Pro Tools like was a little more confusing, you know. And JD he would always fuck with Logic more. It was a little easier. And I just think from what I heard is I heard it's a little harder when you're mastering it. Like it's a little easier to record, but when you're mastering it, it's a little more complicated than on Pro Tools. But we would just use Logic, and like I think Sorry for the Wait, we recorded that all on Logic.
All on Logic?
Yeah, we're right there. We were renting this. It was before we got the house and built the studio. What's it called? We were renting this little studio out there in Marysville and shit, and we just fucking boom. We started getting the interface. And
Era
shit,
como una oficina, ¿no?
Yeah, it was like you pulled up right there one time, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like I think it used to be like a shop or something back in the day.
Huevo. Yeah, pasamos de pasada. no entré yo. Panchito sí fue.
Yeah, because
Pero
JD
nosotros no
called me that day.
entramos.
He's like, hey, he's like, this was they're pulling up or something, and he's like, clean up the studio, and I'm like, I pulled up, and I was, just moving shit around, and then I was waiting there for the longest time, and this fool calls me like, hey, where you at? And I was like, right here at the studio. It's like, this was over here, because I think I pulled up and his car was there, so I was tripping. I was like looking around, I was like, I don't see nobody. And I think you guys swooped them and then pulled up to the pad, ¿no?
Yeah, sí, bueno, nomás pasamos.
Yeah.
Está bien chido ese pedo, güey, de ya tener tu propio lugar donde trabajar.
Neta.
Se siente así más, también más como
LA,
libertad, I guess.
Neta.
Like, ¿en dónde grababan antes?
The first time when we would go out to LA and shit, we would go right there to Wounded. And then when we did our first album, for our first studio album, we recorded right there, ahí con Pollo, ahí con Va de Nuez.
Yeah, Va de Nuez.
Va de Nuez. And we did a few tracks right there at Va de Nuez, some like features and shit. And then let's see, we recorded at Yellow Room a few times too. I know there was a couple other studios up here, like in NorCal. I think we had tried out before, like before all that, but those were the main ones that we recorded at. Yeah, I think after that first album, yeah, we just started recording everything. We started recording everything ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
And then JD's brother would come through and record. He's been working on music for the longest time. And then the homie J Valley, he's been working with us for a cool minute now, and he's the one that really he's our main producer that really got our shit like from Sorry for the Wait when we were just doing it by ourselves. Like yeah, when he hopped on, like that man's got the skills.
Well, you know what I was fucking with? The 808 album.
Yep, J Valley, man, he put that shit on there. That shit.
Pasado de verga.
It's a whole nother shit, you know.
Pasado de verga.
Same songs, but it's another vibe with the 808s.
Lo había escuchado así en música regional con mi compa Coque from Inquietos. He records music, pero he doesn't release it, you know. Y él había hecho un pedo así, güey.
Oh, yeah.
Y en el sonido de la troca, pues, se escuchó, like, it was the song, pero no era así de que, like, on every beat, like, on your album. Era más así de que de repente.
Just out of nowhere.
Yeah, out of nowhere, y retumbaba bien machín.
That's the main thing, too. If you're not listening to it, and wherever you're listening to, it's got to have, like, a decent system, at least, because to really hear that shit, I remember, like, you play it on your phone right here, like, you're not going to hear it like that, you know, like, at least in the headphones, like, shit.
Yep. Well, you gotta like.
If you got a system in your car, like if someone's got a fucking system in their shit, that shit's
something with like a good bass reference.
Yeah.
Pa que se escuche el acá que retume machín. Sí se escucha bien vergas eso, la neta. Es algo diferente.
Oh yeah, that shit changes it up for sure.
Y si le da otra vibra.
Oh yeah.
Como, ¿qué te diré? No sé, güey, pues...
I don't know, it just fills it up more.
Sí, como que...
And then on the tracks is different, you know? Like, on every track is a little different. They're not... it's not all the same, you know?
Yeah.
On each one that I'll go through, like... Especially, like, on Rulas' track, on Esta Noche, it's a whole nother shit, because it's a whole different vibe, you know?
Yeah.
With the other ones, you know, it's kind of on... You know, when JD's spitting, there's a whole... You know, and the 808s are knocking way different. Yeah. Than on that kind of, you know, more Desamor, you know, it's like... But it's the 808s on that one is just crazy, you know?
Hell
Some people might not like it on that type of shit, but it changes it up for sure.
Sí, hay canciones que la neta sí te saca de onda como en esa. Pero de repente la escuchas, no, sí se escucha bien, güey.
Right.
Sí, ya when you hear it over and over, ya como que ya vas escuchando que sí cae donde debe caer.
It's like when this whole rollo started, bro, like people would hear it like clica shit, like what? And then like bro, people used to fucking laugh. People used to make fun of that shit, bro, but you know, like local, you know, and now, you know, people fucking scream that shit.
En todos lados.
You know,
huevo. Fuck yeah, viejo. Es que pues así, como dice, así es. Así, siempre va a ser así la raza. La raza es bien rara.
But then there, you know, for every person that hates, there's two more that are supporting, you know. So.
Y a ustedes los apoyan machín.
Yeah.
Las varas. Está chingón ese rollo, la neta. ¿Cuándo los metieron al tour? La primera vez que fueron on tour.
Shit.
¿Qué año fue?
18 or 19? I'm trying to think. It might have been 19.
Yo estaba pensando 17 o algo así.
Nah.
17, 18.
I think 17 is when they did the first one. Because they did the first one, the second one. And I think we came out on the third one.
But the first one, it was...
Because the first one was when it was just Legado.
Arsenal y los de Guamuchi.
Yeah, los de Guamuchi. Yeah, the second one, I think that's when Fuerza and Hijos are on it now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, era Fuerza,
one,
Hijos,
Because I remember on the second one, I think towards the end of the year, that's kind of when we were already talking with Rancho and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And because we came out on the San Jose date.
Okay.
We when on Legado set, we came up and we did Cosas de la Clica. I remember that shit was crazy.
Oh, wow.
That was the first stage we hit that where there was like fucking more than I think they said like 20,000 people or some shit like that.
Where was this at?
In San Jose.
At the convention center?
I think it was at the convention center.
Sick.
Yeah, and that was crazy.
Se escuchó acá bien. ¿Y ya estaba sonando la canción cuando subieron? ¿O todavía no salía?
Yeah, it was. Because now I remember when we were waiting and shit, I think we were in a hotel across the street. We had a room right there. And we were just walking around. We were walking around on the street, me and JD. And we're looking at the line and shit. Line fucking, around the block and shit. And I just remember at least like 2-3 cars. And this was like back then, so we get, still get hyped, to this day. But like at least 2-3 cars, bro, passed by and bumping that song. And we're like, damn. So, that's just a good ass feeling.
Y cuando subieron a tocarla, ya la cantaba la gente when y'all were up there. They were definitely vibing to it, pero ya la cantaba la gente.
I don't think so. Maybe.
O no estaba en ese punto todavía.
Yeah, maybe on the main parts, but they were definitely hype when we came out. It was cool.
La primera vez que la tocaron y la gente la cantó así chingón, how did it feel?
That shit, you can't even explain it, When they really fucking, like when you literally no instruments and you can fucking hear them.
Yeah.
The whole crowd, Honestly, in Mexico, when we go to Mexico is when we really hear the fucking crowd respond, like everybody, word for word, Yeah, it was like, out here también, there's a lot of fans too, but in certain spots,
Como que la gente es más reservada y así, y no quieren como que acá.
Acá, like, it's weird because sometimes we'll pull up to a spot and the energy is just lit, everybody's lit, and then sometimes like there's like the ones where it's like, it's like it's cool, they're a little lit, and then they kind of warm up, and then sometimes people are like, there's, hay un chingo de raza, whole shit's full, but sometimes people are just a little dead, or like, también I think it has to do a lot with the arrangement too, like sometimes like when the whole VIP is like right in the front. Yeah. And all the crowd is like kind of more in the back. Like sometimes, like the more turned people are over there, and they're not as close because like sometimes like it's cool because sometimes people they get the VIP and they're turning up with they're taking shots, and then sometimes you get those people that kind of just kind of like staring at you,
O de que ni se llena el VIP de que 30 personas.
Yeah, then there's that, and then there's all the the fans are over there just the ones that are really trying to get turned.
I like how they used to do shit where the VIP was next to the stage.
Yeah, that's way better. That's usually how we like to do, because then the people that got VIP, they're right there, they're close to the artist, whatever, and all the fans come in, they get to see everything cool too.
Yeah, well, that shit. Do you think it was because of the pandemic or what the fuck?
I don't even know, to be honest.
Me imagino que sí, porque antes de eso no lo hacían tanto.
¿Quién sabe?
No lo hacían.
Like the VIP shit or what?
VIP siempre lo han hecho, pero de enfrente, mero enfrente.
I don't even know. ¿Quién sabe?
Y es un rollo acá más...
Because it all depends on the place too.
Sí, en el lugar también, ¿verdad? Depends how big it is.
Some spots do have the VIPs all like on the side and then maybe like a couple in front, but it really depends. And then if it's like a club or if it's like a
clubs.
stadium, you know?
Los clubs usually just have like tables in front,
Yeah.
¿no? Y ya la gente pues paga obviamente más
Yeah.
por estar enfrente, hasta enfrente. Pero pues así trabaja mejor, ¿sabes? Like, obviamente si es en un concierto no puedes cobrarle a alguien más si quieres que vaya hasta enfrente, ¿sabes?
Yeah.
Y por eso está más vergas decir así como que lo hagan abierto cuando es en un concierto.
Just open. Like, yeah, if it's like at a stadium or something.
Porque la gente que sí quiere ir a verte y quiere estar hasta enfrente, va a estar hasta enfrente, ¿sabes?
Like, yeah.
They're gonna get that experience of seeing you live.
Yeah.
Que igual y siento que la gente ya ni disfruta los conciertos, güey, porque
hard,
está
bro.
todo el rato así, ¿sabes?
I remember one time when I went, I think I went to go see Calibre 50. I went to go see him a few times back in the day. And I remember one time I was like, fuck, I'm taking too much videos. Like, I'm trying to, like, actually, like, see them play, you know? Like,
Sí.
They used to give some lit-ass shows.
Güey, es que antes... Yo sí me acuerdo que no... Well, I mean, I had a phone, pero igual cuando iba hacia lugares no grababa ni nada, güey. Watchaba todo el show.
Yeah.
Está chido ese rollo.
It's cool. It's cool once... And then, like, it kind of sucks because you're like, oh, fuck, I wish I took a video, you know, so I could look back at it later. But it's like, man, just, you know... Nothing beats just actually watching it play out, you know?
Yeah. That shit, te vas con la historia, ¿sabes?
Neta.
The experience también está cabrón. Sentir así de que el bajo acá bien cabrón.
Yeah.
Y ver acá nomás el rollo, está.
That's a whole nother shit. Like, back then, because that's like a real memorable, because like, I don't remember going to too many concerts. I think that was the first concert I ever went to was when at the Calibre they pulled up to SAC, and after that I saw them a few times back then. That was probably one of my favorite groups.
¿En dónde eran los eventos en SAC antes? ¿En el Cal Expo?
Cal Expo. Where else? Sometimes like people would pull up like to clubs and shit, but there's not really that many clubs right there in SAC that were like crazy clubs, you know. There's like some little ones, but yeah, Cal Expo, and then other than that, like the fairgrounds type shit. But yeah, I remember like looking up, you know, seeing all those different grupos and shit on stage, bandas and shit, and then now actually being able to see it from that
end
is a whole.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's an experience. Like people always ask me like, oh, what does it feel like? You know, like that's what they ask us. So that's probably the number one question we get. What does it feel like
to be on the stage?
To be on the stage, you know, and I know you've hit a couple stages too. So like, it's hard to explain.
Sí,
you know? Es algo que...
A mí, güey, no sé. It's sick, but it's like, la verga.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird, you know, seeing how
tanta
people...
gente. A mí me malviaja, güey, and I start counting eyes.
Yeah.
Like, by the number of people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, verga, it's like a shitload of eyes.
Yeah.
A la verga, güey, I'm fucking high. I don't even know, dude. Like, así, a huevo. Esa madre... y te pega chido, no? You're not like... Yeah. No andas así de que bien viajado.
Es que haz de cuenta, you just smoked a joint and took a dab at the same time.
Yeah.
So, chilling.
Saludos a nuestro patrocinador, Crystal Geyser. Marcas de Costco, no es cierto. Pero si Costco me quiere patrocinar, imagínate que el CEO de Costco esté ahí. No, es cierto. Ese chiste ya lo usé a la verga. Que esté viendo el pinche CEO de Costco ahí así de... A la verga. O que se está rolando una dona el CEO de Costco.
Shit. Did you see that campaign for that? Es como un senator de un estado. Y está fumando un leño.
A la verga.
In the campaign video.
No.
Yeah, I think porque he's trying to fight for to lessen like marijuana charges. Ya ves un chingo de gente que encerraron for like shit related to weed, and ya ves now is legal
It's
in a lot
legal
of
everywhere.
places, you know, and like they're doing more time than like killers and shit.
Chale.
So he did his
Ese
campaign.
rollo sí está bien cabrón, bro.
Sí, ¿no?
Y hay gente que, como dices, they probably got arrested like
For
20
like,
years ago
for some shit right now they would give me a ticket for, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, like they're over here doing like years.
Years.
So.
Saludos a esos compas, los que tienen iPads y teléfonos que están escuchando. El otro día hice un live, güey. Estaba haciendo un live acá, tocando una rolita. Y me manda un request un vato para entrar. And I saw the profile. Y I was like, pues a ver. I clicked it. I accepted that fool. Y el vato estaba en la pinta, güey. He was like, mire, compa. He was like, mire, compa, ¿qué andamos? I was like, a la verga, este vato tiene teléfono ahí.
That's crazy.
And then I don't know where he goes, hold on, compa.
No. Man, bro, they be getting everything.
Le cambió el semblante al vato, no sé qué vio, qué rollo, pero he was like, hold on, compa. Y se fue el vato y a la verga, ya nunca supe del vato. Pues, o sea, que ya aquí andamos apoyándolo. No, pues es todo, viejo.
That's right.
A ver si...
Right. He took a risk right
a ver
there.
si me contrata por una privada. Ahí en el pinche... En el... ¿Cómo se llama? En la pinta, güey. Imagínate. Como los Tigres del Norte, güey. Que o el Tri, güey. Que va a tocar a las cárceles.
That'd be dope, bro. That'd be dope. Because I got a cousin that's locked up right now. Haven't seen him in the longest, you know. Every now and then I talk to him,
but it's like... They do it at, like...
I don't even
prison,
know.
like they did it at Folsom Prison.
Yeah.
Por la canción the Folsom Prison Blues. They did a cover of it in Spanish.
Because I was watching that documentary that they did, but like I didn't finish it, to be honest. I ain't gonna cap.
I just saw the videos. I didn't watch the documentary. El documentary que me quiero aventar es el de los Beatles.
Oh, yeah?
It's on Disney Plus.
I haven't seen that.
I guess it was like some dude que contrataron. Y había like 54 hours of footage. Que había estado guardado for like the last 50 years. Y lo sacó el vato. He started reviewing it. Y editó y dejó 3 horas.
Damn.
Y es de cuando grabaron de que los videos famosos on the rooftop and shit. Y está bien cabrón ese pinche documental, güey. Viejo, sí. Si pone esa madre.
No, for sure, bro. I haven't smoked a donut in a minute.
Es algo bien eso, la neta. Te digo, hay gente que publica... Me cago de la risa porque pone que lo van a rolar.
Donut time y ya.
Nunca se escucha de ellos como el vato de la pinta que se subió a mi live. No. Te lo juro, güey. De repente dice, dona, aquí vamos a rolarnos una dona. ¿Dónde está la dona, compa? ¿Dónde quedó la dona? Güey, y es que sí, hay de repente gente que lo rola. I've seen people try to roll it con shatter. I'm like, dog, no va a jalar eso. Qué rollo. O de que con hoyo, ya así. I'm like, dude, ¿cómo vas a hacer una pinche dona así, loco?
Es que también...
Yo nunca ni le he calado.
The rosin burns at like a different consistency too.
He tenido rosin y mota sitting there and I'm like...
Honestly, if you don't know how to roll a donut, what I do, because I don't know how to roll donuts así like that myself, you know, like I could roll one right now, but like por decir, I can't guarantee you it's gonna be like 100%, you know, or like straight in the middle. Yeah. But like when I do, and I just want to roll up a quick one, you know, prep it how I'm, you know, normally gonna roll it, and instead of doing like a whole worm, like if I'm just right there, you know, you just scoop up some little dabs and just lay them right there on the weed. And do it how you would normally do a donut, you know, just it won't be like a whole worm, you know. So tal vez no le va a salir el...
Y cuando das el doblete, it has to be a certain way for it to go over. ¿O cómo es ese rollo? You just roll it like a normal joint?
Pretty much, you just gotta be careful, bro, because if you want to keep the donut intact, you know, from what I've tried, you know.
De que
I
sí.
haven't really rolled too many donuts
Hay
because
un,
I don't like to deal with it, you know. I'd rather just, you know.
hay un vato que las rola en un pinche... En las... ¿Cómo se llaman? Those leaves that they cut up.
Oh, yeah.
Y se corta acá de que a perfect rectangle leaf.
Yeah.
Y un pedazote de rosin. Y se arma un pinche, casi un pinche cigar, güey. Pero con la dona y se ve bien vergas.
That should be hidden too. If you can roll them good with the woods or with the leaf, it's cool too. But I mean, I feel like it'd be running a lot with the leaf.
Para el sabor también, como que está mejor un papel.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, shit, you know, that one tastes like straight candy.
Sí, el saborcito, güey.
Yeah. That's why you gotta hit it soft. You get all the flavor.
Yeah. Esa madre, güey, pega. Esa madre pega. Está chido ese rollo, güey. What was your first bass? El primer bajo que tuviste.
Bass. It was a little black Dean, a little 4-string.
Un Dean.
Yeah, un Dean. So, from when we didn't have a bass, I remember I was trying to get the bajo sexto, you know, trying to learn it for a little bit, but it was that thing I was telling you. I'm over here thinking it's a guitar.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, you know, looking up, you know, kind of like guitar tutorials and shit, and I'm like, I'm not understanding it. And then even my brother, he was kind of thrown off because he's only ever played guitar and shit. And then my homies, his dad, le había comprado un acordeón de teclas before. It was like a little cheaper one, and it was before he got his first one de botones. Because I guess he didn't. I don't remember if he didn't know which one was the one that my boy wanted.
Oh, okay.
And le agarró el de teclas.
Yeah.
So yeah, after he already had it was a Panther. He had gotten a Panther. And then I think he traded the acordeón de teclas for that bass. Yeah, but as cuando me lo regaló, you know?
Sick.
And so with that one, that's the one I started
Ahí
learning
aprendió.
with. Yeah.
So you guys started the norteño.
Yeah.
¿Y cómo se llamaba?
We had a bunch of names. We started. I think we would go with a Peligro Norteño, but then we seen that there was a grupo called Peligro Norteño, and then so for the longest time we didn't really have a name, but we'd be gigging it.
Peligroso norteño.
Right.
A la verga. Y sale un vato que just got out of jail y es norteño. Güey, yo soy el norteño peligroso. Y ustedes, fuck, nos tenemos que cambiar el nombre otra vez.
Neta.
Güey, el pinche, ¿cómo se llama? Eso de escoger nombres de grupos está cabrón, güey.
That's just hard, bro. That's just... I mean, with anything, finding the name and shit.
Finding a name for something.
Key. That's key.
Yo por eso le puse el podcast Chafa, güey, porque pues ¿quién va a querer que su podcast sea Chafa, güey, sabes?
That shit it goes, bro. It sounds clean.
Y ya todo, pues, todo ya le puse Chafa a todo, Chafa Studios, Chafa esto, Chafa lo otro, güey. ¿Sabes?
That's just sick.
De repente, pues quién sabe, voy a mandar a hacer logos y así, pero pues ahorita está chido así. Como para mantener la esencia chafa de que no haya logos. La verga.
That's what you should tell the graphic designer, like, just put as little as work as you can.
Just grab the tablet and just write chafa.
Nah, tap in with my compa G-Raps.
Okay, a huevo.
Even if you want to just do some stickers or something.
Hell yeah.
He'd be getting down.
Sí se ve chido su trabajo que hace el compa.
Simón. He got down on the hoodies.
¿Esa es tu merch?
Simón.
¿Esa ya está a la venta o qué rollo?
In a couple, I think like a week maybe.
A week.
I'm gonna put a little drop on the HP. He's got the. Click that shit on the back.
Ah, huevo, chingón.
Let me know your size, compa. I got you.
Ah, huevo, chingón, viejo. Appreciate it.
Yeah, put the order for another little drop, and then so yeah, just working on a little merch and shit too.
Ah, huevo, that's badass. Se ve chingón el diseño, la neta.
Yeah, compa got down. Compa crispy.
Ah, huevo, se ve bien perro. Con el, ¿cómo se llama el bongo?
Yeah, el bongo.
Está bien perro ese bajo, bro. Se escucha bien pasado de verga. La neta, me gustaba un chingo cómo se escuchaba when you would slap it.
Yeah, ¿verdad?
Se escuchaba, porque se escuchaba la nota bien cabrón. Y el putazo que le daba la pastillota que trae.
When we'd be like on tour, you know, we had the big sonido and shit, you know, when it was on point, you know, sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna put no engineers on check or nothing, but you know.
Es que a veces sí, güey. A Chile los ingenieros a veces son mamones, güey. Ando ayudándole a mi compa Edwin de Gente Brutal, güey, en un grupo de SAC. Esos compas anduvieron tocando con Firme. They were opening for Firme for a bit.
Okay.
Pero el ingeniero, like the audio engineer de Firme, trabajaba antes con Inquietos. Él es sobrino de Inquietos and he used to go touring with them and shit, así de staff nomás. So he knows those fools. Y el vato de para enfrente se escuchaba bien vergas, pero nosotros no escuchábamos nada, güey. Then this fool, we were like telling that fool, then at the end that fool was telling him through the mic. Y como que hizo una cara así de, what the fuck? He comes over here, fool. You know how speakers have a little light cuando se prenden?
Simón.
The shit wasn't even on. Se mamó el vato y ya luego ahí le arregló, güey, y ya se escuchaba todo para arriba. Pero antes de eso no escuchábamos nada, güey. Nada. Eso fue en Sacramento en el Sutter Health Park.
I think one time, if I'm remembering right, I think it was when we were in Mexico. I think it might have been Mexicali. I remember we were doing sound check, and we were trying to tell one of the engineers if he could turn the monitor or one of the monitors, like you could tell like it wasn't on and shit, and like like anytime we would tell him, like como que se molestaba, and we're like what the fuck, man, like brother, I'm here to work. You're getting paid to do this. That's your job, bro. Like, you know.
Sí, y es que aparte, dude, you're getting paid to do what you do, what it looks like you like to do, you know.
Pero a veces llegas and you can tell, like, that's why I like, you can tell which ones are on it and which ones aren't.
Yeah.
And then there's the ones that get mad just with you telling them anything, you know. Pero some of them you tell them like, oh, hey, no se escucha el requinto.
O tal vez no se enojan, pero lo hacen de mala gana.
Yeah, they're like, oh, fuck. Like, you know, like let me...
O like
you tell them, dice, oh, no se escucha el bajo, no se escucha el requinto, y ahí andan and they don't know what, you know, what's connected where.
Yeah.
Y otros, like, luego, pum, like, ya se escucha luego que lo mueven, you know, so.
It's because a lot of fools don't like to use, like, como referencia para ellos. So that's when you can, like
I know what
hear
I'm doing,
exactly,
you know?
what's where, where's what and shit. Y ya, pues, por eso los ingenieros son cagapalos. Che, viejo. ¿Qué le gustaba o qué le gusta más bien a usted de salir on tour?
Shit. I like performing.
Performing?
I like hitting the stage. It's cool. That's like the main thing, you know. The traveling is cool, but I mean, shit, you know, the traveling is probably
es lo que
probably the worst part too.
Más que nada porque, pues digo, pues qué preguntaría la gente, ¿sabes? Esa madre, güey, está bien aburrida, güey. Es lo más aburrido.
Because it's either
si vas manejando, chingo de horas sentado.
Uncomfortable. If you're lucky, si traes suerte, you know, maybe you could lay down, pero.
Or if you're hella lucky, you get to go passenger seat.
Yeah.
And you recline a little
bit. just a little bit.
Y luego ni te puedes dormir when you're passenger. So
no,
it's like,
it's like, ¿para qué te fuiste para allá si te vas a dormir?
Neta.
You know, so. Yeah. Y luego, fuck, the airport, I fucking hate the airport.
You hate the airport? What's your worst airport experience?
Shit. Worst airport experience? One time they stopped my maleta because well, not my maleta. They stopped. I had one of my bags with me, and I had a little jar in there, and I had a little marihuanas in there. Pero me lo dejaron pasar.
Marihuanas.
Sí, me dieron un susto. Like he was like, but it was like they couldn't do it porque.
¿En dónde era?
We're in Cali. We're here
in
Sacramento.
Aquí todavía.
So it's like come on, brother. Like, yeah, you know, and there's like this was like during tour time. Kind of like we were doing shows, you know? So it was like, we were literally in there every other weekend or every weekend, you know? So it was like just routine, like, oh, we're going through. And that's what I was telling him. I was like, bro, I was like, I come through here like every week down there, you know? And I was like, well, what's the problem, you know? Yeah, me lo dejó pasar or whatever. But yeah, right there, because it was more el susto that, fuck, like I'm about to miss this flight and I'm gonna miss this show.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna miss this bread. So it's like.
Es más eso que,
Yeah, like.
pues, si quiere, quítame la mota.
Yeah, I was like,
¿sabes?
fuck, take it, you
Pero
know?
pues déjame pasar. Güey, a mí una vez o sea que fuimos a tocar a Chicago con los de la O.
Oh, yeah.
I was playing bass, Pancho was playing quinto.
That's right.
Porque no tenían, no sé qué rollo. Creo que no tenía músicos o algo así. So fuimos y traía unos cartuchos en shit de wax. Y de repente la señora me dice, hey, we need to open up your bag. Y pensé que era la bolsa donde traía los cartuchos. Pero ya pues.
Yeah. Oh,
y we need to open up your bag. Okay, for sure.
So it's like when you barely landed?
Yo ya le voy dando mi mochila, la que traía los cards y todo ese pedo. Y me dice, no, your bag, the other one. Y era el bajo, por la pila.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So she was like, we got something, y esto y lo otro. Y que, pues, ahí abren el bajo. And then she was like, we need to open this. And I was like, well, I don't have tools. I don't have a screwdriver or anything.
Oh, like open the base?
Yeah, para sacarle la pila.
Like, bro.
I'm like, dude, ya volé. Yeah, I'm already here. And she's like, oh, we still need to make sure that it's just a battery. Neta. So ahí está. Esperamos que fueran. Fueron un desarmador. Regresaron. Y ahí enfrente de todos ahí like, pendejeando.
Taking out all the little... Nah, like, they would always stop my guitar all the time porque... Especially when I would use the bongo on tour. Esa madre carga 2 fucking 9 volts. So, in case that shit goes out, I was like, I would carry like a whole fucking 6-pack or some shit of batteries on me. Just in case, you know? Because we were going back and forth, you know, or whatever. And so I would just always carry extra batteries, you know, some strings and shit. And they would always stop it. Like, why you got so many batteries? Why you need so many batteries? And I was like, explain the whole shit, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, está cabrón. I remember, yeah, Uzi siempre lo paraban for the little drill, you know, the drill for the guitar.
Yeah, para no estar dándole vuelta. Sí, bueno.
Always.
Se le trae una pistola. Chale, güey, no, güey.
Nah, those fools fucking from TSA, I swear. That's probably the worst part about the airport. Like, honestly, there's been some cool people at TSA that they're not. But, like, some people, like, I swear, bro, se sientan como si son pinche Secret Service a la verga. Like, chill, bro.
Sí, güey, no.
You're over here scanning passports.
Güey, lo más cagado, los security guards que se creen eso, güey, de que vas a la tienda y te vienen siguiendo y volteas y ves que se van escondiendo atrás de un shelf. I seen your fat ass, bro. Like, I'm not stealing.
Neta, bro. I swear, one time, bro, I was at La Superior. And I swear, like, on some regular shit. It was like when I was younger.
Que es como
just remembering.
Like a Mexican market?
Yeah, you guys don't have that over here?
No, aquí no. I'm sure it's... But I've passed by it when I go over there.
Yeah?
Yeah, de repente...
That's crazy. So that's not like Superior, isn't
aquí
like
Aquí hay una que se llama Lola's. Lola's Market.
Okay. That's crazy, yes.
La Lola's Market es de que hay de que como 5 o 6 pa' aquí a todo alrededor.
Damn, that's crazy. I was over here thinking Superior was like one of those things, you know?
Como el Walmart.
Yeah, like... not like Walmart, but you know, like...
Como el Oxxo.
Fuck.
I'm sure it is. Like, there is in other cities.
Somewhere, yeah, just
pero
not
aquí no
here,
hay.
huh? Yeah.
Aquí en la área no hay.
That's crazy, yeah. And I just remember...
Voy a abrir una tienda aquí que se llama La Superior.
No. And I was like there with my mom and shit, and she was like shopping. And I just remember the security just kept watching me, bro, just like mean-mugging me, bro. And like, and I don't think like, you know, especially in that time.
¿Cuántos años tenías?
Bro, I was like probably like maybe 14, 15, you know, like.
That's and that's the only people that they pick
like,
on too, like.
Yeah, and it's not like I was over here fucking con tatuajes on my face or nothing, or like, bro, I swear, like I was just like so shook.
Tengo 14 años, güey. No es como que.
Fuck? Like, why is this fool like I swear I could feel him just like following me, like just watching me the whole time.
Like when you were walking through the store.
Yeah, cause he was just specifically on that side of the store, where the side that we were at and shit. Yeah. It was just like hella weird, you know.
Igual y ahorita, la última vez que me pasó en Target.
Oh, yeah.
Pero ya no son pendejos. Ya no mandan al security para que te des cuenta. Mandan al más mamado de los que trabajan ahí. Y es el que de que se hace pendejo ahí arreglando whatever you're looking at. Like a couple feet away from you. Then you go to the next aisle. Y otra vez he pops up at the end of the aisle. Just once you make eye contact with him, como que se hace pendejo. He stares at you. And then he looks back. You go to the next aisle. You don't see him.
I mean, and he like waits a little bit.
Then the next aisle you go into, he's already there.
That's weird.
Güey, pinche. Fuck Target. No es cierto, güey. Target, patrocíname. Yo quiero que me patrocinen todos a la verga.
¿Verdad?
Si me patrocinan, no voy a hablar mal de ustedes. Pero mientras no me patrocinen, chingan a su madre. Así es. Quedó un dispensary que me iba a patrocinar unos blunts para el próximo.
Oh, yeah.
Así que ya me patrocinen, pues ya les digo quién es. Si no, pues
That's right.
¿Cómo voy a andar ahí dando promoción gratis?
Start doing like little reviews or some shit. Like honest reviews, like like if it's trash, don't send it in, you know? Like,
or if you think it's fire, I'm gonna tell you it's trash. Like, es lo que me gusta hacer con la música, güey, pero la gente se caga, güey.
yeah.
Like, I would want to do a section like that de
It's
música,
like,
güey, pero la gente se pondría acá bien mamona, güey, ¿sabes?
But fuck, you never know. Sometimes, like, I think isn't that how fucking well, not necessarily how, but like, I remember seeing a video about Grupo Firme like that they came out on that one that Pepe Garza does.
Oh, el objetivamente.
Yeah, and I forgot they said like, oh, like they're like normal, just the average grupo, you know, whatever, and then a little after that, boom.
Oh, sí, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
They came out like as the grupo. I thought you meant they were with him doing the section.
No. Like
yeah.
they came out like this was before. Like I think they were barely coming up.
Yeah, where they did a video with like suits y todo el rollo.
Yeah,
acá.
everything. And I just remember they were fucking like not really talking down, but they're like low key, you know, like oh, you know, just whatever, you know. Yeah, boom.
Y de repente. Damn, that's hella funny. Yeah, I do remember that. I remember watching the video.
Yeah, because I remember there's like
out.
a YouTube video right there. So
Yeah,
like,
y luego hicieron el video where he's like, oh, pues.
because then they fucking pull up to the office for the interview.
Yeah.
I thought that shit was cool.
Damn, that's sick. Está perro ese rollo.
Nah, it's good. Like, I mean, people are always gonna doubt you. And
How
shit,
tall
you
is
know?
Pepe?
I don't know. Like, I don't want to fucking guess and like, you know, do him wrong. Like, honestly, he's a good height. Honestly,
You think he'd be taller with hair? No, estoy bien pendejo. Imagínate que Pepe Garza se pusiera hair implants, hair inserts.
a whole new look.
Chale, güey. Yo me cago cuando veo los comentarios de sus videos.
Oh, bro, they be doing them dirty.
Pepe, ¿qué champú usas?
But I mean, shit. Like,
Pepe, ¿quién es tu estilista? Te quedó bien chido el peinado.
they go in on him, bro.
La cabeza de Pepe brilla más que mi futuro. No mames, güey. Se pasan de verga, güey. Ay, no, güey. Cuando ando teniendo un mal día, me meto a los comentarios de Pepe. Chale.
But I mean, shit, he takes it all on the chin.
Bro,
He's, you know.
no va.
Then you know.
Le tiran un chingo de carro a ese güey.
Yeah.
Está chingón ese. Que te hagan un meme ya, prácticamente, güey. A ustedes los han hecho memes. Un chingo de memes, ¿verdad?
Our fan pages, there's a great.
Hay una chingadera que se llama Lunes Memes Norteños, güey.
Oh, yeah.
Ahí salen un chingo de memes de ustedes.
Yeah, that shit's funny. Me han etiquetado en algunos.
That shit's funny as fuck.
But
Ese vato...
especially something because I'm over here, you know, just high as fuck on my phone and boom, I get tagged or they send me
Un meme.
Like,
Me acuerdo que había uno donde estás haciendo una cara acá bien curada, pero no me acuerdo qué era. I just remember you were like spaced out. I don't remember what the meme said, but I straight cracked up. I was like,
it might have been when I was on top of our RV. Fucking where were we at? I think we were coming back from Texas.
No me acuerdo, la neta.
Might have been that one, or it might have been another one if I was just like fucking.
Como que estaban fumando todos.
Probably I was
Algo
just
así.
over here like fucking
Sí,
zoning
bueno,
off
algo
and
así.
shit.
Pero era una pendejada de que cuando piden prender cámara en la clase de Zoom, una pendejada así, güey, que un vato así dormido, a los, like, ¿sabes? Tan curados esos pinches memes, de la neta. Yo le hago memes al Pancho, güey, y se caga el vato, güey. Pero es que le hago unos memes bien cagados al vato. Es que de repente lo agarro descuidado, le saco unas fotos bien cagadas, güey. No, güey, qué asco la verga. Francisco, eres un asco, güey. Dice Pancho que va a venir, de hecho, también al podcast. Es para que esperen el podcast con el Pancho.
Kylie.
A ver, ¿a qué horas llega también?
For real.
We play at 5, bro. Está cabrón ese pedo. When was the last time you played a privada?
Shit. Actually, not too long ago.
When was the last time Herencia played a privada?
Been a minute. Actually, not too long either. Probably like, but longer. Last time I played a privada, I think maybe like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, I helped out Grupo La Palma with a couple privadas. And then last time Herencia had a privada was, I think, sometime last year. But like earlier in the year.
Was it like a big ass party?
I think so. You might have seen a couple
Creo que sí.
like clips from there.
Creo que vi así de video.
Yeah, it was a birthday party from un compa.
Las privadas que nosotros agarramos son diferentes, güey. Son de que 2, 3 vatos pisteando, güey. 7, 8 horas, güey.
Bro,
bien entrados.
One of the first, like this is like back in the day. I think the name. I want to say the name was already like they already came up with the name, but because I remember me and Lupe went, and because I wasn't like officially. This is like back in the day, and we're still like in high school type shit.
Oh, okay.
And fucking we went to help JD and roll with the little gig, little privada. You know, I light it, you know, and I brought the tololoche and compa brought the accordion and shit.
You play tololoche too?
A little bit, not crazy. I need to get it. I just sold the one that I had, so I'm looking to get a new one to really get into it. Pero I le sé más o menos, pero.
Güey, hay un chingo de morrillos que agarran el tololoche como si nada.
I mean, shit, it's because when you're young, bro, and you want that shit,
you pick it up like a sponge.
Sale, bro. The little homie that I sold it to, I showed him like a few things that I know, you know what I mean? Like I don't really think I know too much, you know, I know a couple things. And I forgot his dad was telling my dad that que ya le halló machín, you know, he's been practicing hell and shit, so I mean, it's all wanting it, you know.
Yeah, y también está cabrón aprender con un tololoche que no es así bueno, güey.
Yeah.
Está bien cabrón.
The first one that I learned on, I mean, shit, it was a nice ass tololoche. It was beautiful. Era todo blanca.
Ajá.
My compas dad lo trajo de Tijuana.
Sick.
And you know, it was like $500, $600.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful, sick as fuck. They had it with black strings, the whole fretboard all fucking black.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing was like de abajo it looked like one of the palos from the inside, como se cayó. So like from the G string, it was like fucking like it was like crooked, like from the whole puente. It was like a little out. So like from the all the low strings were like pretty good height, and
estaban bien bajas.
Yeah, estaban bien bajas, and that first string was just kind of like out, like just weird, you know. So it took a little getting used to, you know, but
yeah,
like shit, you know, like se prende.
Yeah. So
and then learning, you know, without trastes, porque with the tololoche, as cuando there's no trastes, just a one big board.
Yeah. Huh.
And maybe sometimes they put like one punto or
De que
something.
un puntito, poquito tape.
Yeah.
¿Sabes? Pero sí, güey, ya
I
está.
mean,
Es mucho de
ya que
oído.
le agarras, yeah, because it's pretty much a oído, you know? You gotta
Oído and muscle memory,
yeah,
too. Like, you
so
just remember where to place your hand.
and some people do that. Like, they'll graban la nota y they'll put a piece of tape and, you know in your instrument, you're gonna know where's where. And then la afinación también
Yeah, la afinación.
cambia.
Yeah.
So,
La
that's
resoldo.
and then, because I'm still kind of confused on it too, because what I'm saying is there is a difference between the tololoche and then the upright bass.
Yeah.
Like, there's like small differences. So, but what I've seen is you can do the tuning with either one, But
What Inquietos does, está raro. He uses a 4-string bass, pero lo afina as if it was the top 5 strings.
Oh, yeah?
It starts B, E, A, D. And it's a 4-string.
Damn, that's crazy. So no G.
Yeah.
Shit.
Se escucha así bien.
Different.
Pues it's like if you were playing a 5-string, but you don't have that 5th string.
Yeah. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever heard of anyone doing that.
Está raro.
Because I've always been hella curious. Yeah, but some people do C on top, and they'll do B on the bottom, on like a 6-string. Yeah.
Damn. Se escucha maníaco eso, ¿no?
Yeah. Or normally would be the B or with the C on the bottom, but yeah, it's cool. It's when you're fucking around on have you ever fucked around on a acordeón
de 4 hileras?
Yeah.
Yeah. Está chido ese rollo, yeah.
It's great. It's just like a whole nother little.
Es que te da como otra tonalidad too. So it's like, it's weird as fuck to hear a higher pitch out of the accordion.
That's just weird, huh?
Yeah.
But, I mean, sacas otros sonidos. Like,
yeah.
It's like when you go from a 4-string to a 5-string bass, it's like. That was. I remember when I was first learning. We hopped on with the grupo, with the homie that used to teach us. We hopped on with his grupo, and I remember they let me use the homie's bass, and it was a 5-string. The first time I played a 5-string, and I was over here, just like good for a minute, and then hit the wrong string.
Porque de repente piensas que la de arriba es
E. Luego, and that shit it takes a minute to get used to. Yeah, it
takes a little bit to get used to, huh? Y ya luego, so you played a 4-string, right?
Yeah, I played a 4-string for the majority.
When you bought your first 5-string, were you like, fuck, I got a 5-string now, I could do it?
Yeah.
Instead of having to go down here.
Right. That shit was just cool because it was just, I felt like, well, I mean, es que todavía me faltaba mucho because I didn't really learn like by the book, like still to today, like right now, like I've been really trying to focus on that and like studying that shit more porque I really need to learn like my theory, so I can really understand that shit. Because really, uno que sabe bien, I mean, you've probably seen videos too, niggas going ham on one string,
Yeah.
So like, and I see that with a lot of big bass players talking about like, with just a 4-string,
Mm-hmm.
So, but that shit just. The other strings just fucking opens up hella other shit.
Hay un vato que se llama Neon something on Instagram. Ese güey toca un 4-string, pero he's left-handed.
Oh, yeah.
But he didn't get the left-handed bass. He just flipped the regular bass over.
Upside down.
Y las escuchar bien bad, I guess.
También el compa Manny Tololoche be playing that shit upside down.
Oh, yeah.
The regular bass. Yeah, or the quinto or the regular bass. I've seen him play it upside down. That shit. También the Tololoche. I've seen him play another one just, backwards.
Los que tocan el acordeón upside down, left-handed.
Yeah.
También. Those supposed to be getting down. Imagínate.
That's crazy. And
for tutorials, they just flip their phone upside down.
I haven't thought about that like that. But I remember because I mean, el de Tucanes hace eso, ¿no?
Yeah, Tucanes does that.
See, because I never knew that. Because I remember I would always tell my compa, and he would be like, telling me like, no, they don't make left-handed accordions, like, or do they?
You could. Es que
or is it
pretty
like,
much the only thing.
It's got to be like a custom shit.
The only thing you have to do pretty much is like, watch out.
Or you'd have to flip the voices, no?
Yeah, pretty much. Just like instead of this one being right here, you would put it over here. Yeah, sí, sucesivamente, ¿sabes? Yeah. So that's pretty much all you would have to do, but a lot of people don't do it.
They just get used to. It's cause fuck like to open it up and shit, and then you fuck something up.
But it's because igual los que ya son así, like the professional ones, it's a whole block. No tienes que despegarlas and shit, so you just flip the block.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking, kind of like.
But people don't do it, I don't know why.
You gotta be the first one.
Y es que también con acordeones ya profesionales, there's hella other shit, like the switches and shit. So I'm sure you have to fuck with that too.
Yeah,
so it sounds right.
Because my compa Jose, he's always fucking breaking switches and shit. Well, not switches, but like the fucking
the voices.
On the not necessarily the voice, but the arm.
Oh,
the
shit.
arm.
Le pega muy
like he's ripped a couple voices, but the arm, like he be pulling that shit. So.
Y es que hay veces también que just the accordion.
Yeah.
A veces las partes como que no sé.
Yeah, I mean, shit. También puede ser el vato que los arregle, you know, because I mean, shit.
That too. If he's not
like,
fixing it right.
He was telling me like $250 por cada brazo.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like just the arm, you know, just because then the haz de cuenta el de este no tapa la voz.
Chale.
And like you're not even touching the accordion and you pull it and se escucha.
¿Cómo se llama? That's how much I get charged for tuning.
Neta?
Yeah.
So he's taxing
yeah,
or what?
He's taxing.
Yeah. You know how to fix that or what?
No, pero le puedo pasar el contacto.
You got a guy?
Dude in Sanjo.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to tell my homie.
Sí, ese vato.
This was in Sac. That's why I was like, fuck. I was like, I'm about to learn how to do that shit.
Sí, sí ganan bien, la neta, but es que este vato también... He's been doing that for 50 years already. So.
No, esa madre está cabrón. That's a whole.
So, yeah, y trabaja directly with Honer. So,
okay.
So, that fool's plugged in on all the parts.
This compa that fixes him, I think he's like the main guy. You might know him. He's the main guy right there, and I think he's in Rancho Cordova.
In Burlington?
But, yeah, es ese vato.
Yeah, Isaac se llama, ¿no?
I don't remember, but es ese vato que trae all the Burlingtons.
Yeah, I like those accordions. They sound nice, pero...
Yeah.
No sé, yo siempre acá más Honer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel you. It's just a different...
No sé, it's not even like... I feel like they're all good. All the accordions are good, pero también no sé, pues igual tengo todos Honers. Yeah. So I'm just like, pues ya me compro puros Honers.
That's right. La calidad, pues.
Yeah. Ese fue el primero que tuve.
The one on the left?
The one on the left. And then that one.
Check. And
then that one I bought at a thrift store.
The one all the way on the right?
All the way on the right.
Yeah.
It's from the 60s.
Oh, shit.
Y esa madre la puedes vender por como unos $2,500, $3,000.
Te doy 30 chivos.
Si tuviera donde meterlos. sí, pues ahí en la yarda.
¿Verdad?
No,
también I got this little Yamaha requinto. It's like from the 1970s too. It's from the 1970 to 81. That's the.
It's like the full body ones.
Oh. Yeah, full body, and it's got like the old style headstock.
Que es toda así rectangular.
Kind of like a bajo sexto. You know, like.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
Que viene así.
Yeah.
Huevo, that's
it.
Yeah,
I've been fixing that one up.
Hey, estaba viendo la página de Guitar Doctor. Para la gente que toca requinto y necesita ahí ajustes o un pinche Bridge Doctor, métanse a la página de Guitar Doctor. ¿Cómo va el username completo?
Let me see. We've been a little on the low. Haven't been. Yeah, ves un chingo de jale, but yeah, tap in if you're in the Sacramento area.
Huevo.
Let's get them like fucking 3 pages right here. Guitar Doctor _530.
Para que se jalen ahí.
And that's what I've been trying to work on too, like my little space to work on that shit.
Esta Takamina es mía y de Panchito. And every time we're like, fool, we gotta take it to them.
Pull up any day.
Pero es que I started working. Es una Legacy.
Legacy?
Yeah. Sí. But I was wondering, how do those bridge pins work? What are those?
Haz de cuenta, ya ves que trae los 2 rows of pins?
Yeah.
So, I remember correctly. I think it's the bottom row.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the bottom row in this one. You're gonna, as de cuenta, switch out those bottom pins for metal pins. And as de cuenta, the bridge doctor goes in the same way as the drilling one, but instead of apoyándose from the hole that you drill in with the screw, you it basically connects to that middle pin. So then that shit just stays like that, and you would string it up kind of how you string up a P3 or a P1.
Oh,
You know
okay.
how those ones go straight through.
Yeah,
So
straight
as
through.
cuenta all those metal pins, they have a little hole in them. So you gotta align them.
Yeah.
When you're tightening them, and then as cuenta the bottom set of strings, if you're doing a requinto, that one's gonna just run through those pins, and then you use the other six, the regular ones.
Oh, well.
So it changes that one. The actual bridge doctor, it costs a little more, but it's actually easier to install.
Oh, well.
But it's weird because the regular bridge doctor, the drilling one, I saw that one actually went a little down in price, but that one's just a little more harder to do. Not necessarily harder, but takes a little bit more time and patience because I mean you're drilling a hole in the guitar.
And the guitar.
And I mean, shit, we're talking $1,000, $2,000 guitars and shit.
¿Qué pasaría si de que llegue a pasar llegas a hacerlo mal? Worst case scenario, ¿qué pasaría?
Worst case scenario, if I don't want to like stress it, like to really go down fix it, like, you know, we'll replace the guitar with a brand new one, you know.
Yeah.
But we've been doing it for a cool minute, and no, it's not too complicated, and it's not, the margin of error is not like as small as people think. It's just really knowing how to do it and how to do it right and where, and it's just a whole little process, bro. Like honestly, and then on specific guitars too, because like, but see the P1s and the P3s, those ones are a little harder to do because those ones, the pickup actually is right there, like right next to the bridge, like right under the bridge.
Oh,
so,
okay.
And the other thing you got to be careful is you have to be right in between the strings. The screw can't be in between to where the strings are going to pass through. You know, it has to be right in the center, you know, as close as you can get in the center, as long as it's not interfering with any of the strings or any of that. So, as de cuenta, let's see, what was that
with the P1s and P3s?
Oh, yeah, la pastilla. So, as de cuenta, bridge is right here. That pastilla is like right next to it. So, if you go a little too back, or you could fucking hit the pastilla, or it no se sienta completamente.
Oh,
so you can't connect the bridge doctor. You can't tighten it up because the and then if it fucks up the pastilla, you know, no va a sonar la guitarra. Damn. So that one has to be a little more precise. And the only thing is, since that one doesn't have pins, you can't do the pins on that one. So it has to be drilling a huevo. Shit. But yeah.
Damn, está cabrón ese.
It's cool. It takes a little time, you know. You gotta go little by little.
Yo ahorita ando jalando en un lugar que se llama, I don't know if you've heard of this bass amp brand que se llama Mesa Boogie.
Oh yeah, Mesa Boogie.
Ahí trabajo yo ahorita.
Oh yeah.
Simón.
They got like a store out here.
Simón, pues es como la facility donde las hacen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it just got bought up by Gibson, so.
That's hell.
Ahí ando jalando.
So, you know how to fix some shit now or what?
Yo los hago, güey.
Oh yeah.
Simón.
Cause I got a fucking amp right there at my house that I've been needing to get fixed. Trae algo por ahí que.
Sale, no, la neta yo no sé arreglarlos.
Nah.
Pero pues I know how to put them together and shit.
Pues,
that's what I do.
That's right.
Yeah, y ese pedo, me quiero meter a testing, güey.
That shit's sick.
De repente hay un vato ahí que se la pasa tocando el bass todo el día.
Yeah.
Yeah, ahí se escucha.
Yeah, those Mesa
Slapping
boogies go crazy. My brother's been wanting one of those forever.
Those fucking slapping and shit todo el día. Es todo lo que escucho. Well, I mean, on my left, de repente escucho. Pero es el mismo riff todo el día. So that's why I'm like, otra vez.
That's right.
Ya con el día sí como que castra poquito ya. Sí, ya cállate, güey. Es que no lo tienen como en un cuarto. It's like, there's like, son tubos with the fucking sound blankets. And pues se escucha todo para afuera de todos modos.
Yeah.
I guess it's more for him, so he could have a good reference without all the sound of us. It's not for us not to hear him.
So you're just hearing everything.
Pero todo el día. Y el vato de la guitarra también. La misma pinche rola todo el día. Stairway to Heaven. Todo el
So they're just testing that shit or what?
Yeah, hay dos vatos que...
Just testing amps and shit?
Yeah.
Damn, that's it.
That's what I was telling him. I was like, yo, if there's an opening for that shit, let me know.
Shit, let me know.
Sí,
that'd be dope.
No, está chido.
I never even thought of that. That's a dope-ass job.
Yeah, huh? I didn't even know that was a job until I started working there.
Amps.
El día que me dieron así de que un tour de la factory, pasé por ahí. A la verga, hay un vato que... I never even crossed my mind that you would need to, you know?
Well, yeah.
So
you make them fucking test them.
You gotta test them before you send it. Es literal, like, it's like on a rolling shit.
So when they hit you up to work there, like they ask for like if you know how to play or like all that shit too, or what?
I'm sure, like once you're there, like probably, yeah, para ese jale sí.
Yeah.
No, imagínate que llegue un vato first day. Le dan, Simón, pues ahí está tu guitarra. Tienes que conectarlo y todo el rollo. Y el vato, Simón. Lo dejan ahí. Pasa 1 hora, 2, 3 horas y no se escucha nada. Y el vato así de, no sé tocar. Imagínate, güey, qué cagado. Chale, güey. No, güey, pero sí, lo que sea de cada quien sí tocan chido los vatos, güey. Pero es la misma pendejada todo el día. But I'm sure it's like to test out certain frequencies and shit.
Probably.
Know? Yeah.
And then if they have like effects on the app and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yo creo que es por eso.
This is pretty high-end brand, so.
Mm-hmm.
That makes a boogie.
They make... No mames, están bien pasados de verga los amps que hacen ahí, güey. Pero también están bien caros, a la verga.
Fuck, yeah.
Pero los customs que hacen, güey, están bien pasados de verga.
Yeah.
De que hice uno de red snakeskin.
Mm-hmm.
Hecho de fucking... Like, the wood, pero con un dye. Oh, so it's like the wood with the color, whatever color you could think of.
Sick.
También perros, la neta. But what I want to get is a Gibson.
A Gibson? Yeah.
Yeah, una Les Paul.
Because they're clean. My brother has I got him one of the newer Epiphones for his birthday. This shit's clean.
Oh, pues on Christmas regalan guitarras ahí todo el pedo.
Oh, yeah?
Dice, well, this year no lo hicieron porque pues pandemia. Pero I guess the year before that, sí dieron.
Yeah, that's
a todos les dieron y todo el pedo. Y un vato ahí, mine's already broken. Cagando el palo el vato y así, güey, pues maybe no la cuidaste o algo así. Porque que yo tengo entendido, las Epiphone también son de Gibson.
Yeah,
y...
Hace cuando es como otra línea que
es otra línea, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
Pero, güey, también se escuchan bien vergas.
Yeah, that's why, because my brother was telling me, porque él es fanático de todas las guitarras, Gibsons, fucking Fenders, todos. And he had been telling me, okay, que sacaron, because he had one of the other Epiphone Les Pauls from, like, the older ones.
Mm-hmm.
And he had been telling me, okay, sacaron una new line de esos, sí.
De Les Pauls.
And están chidas. I haven't fucked around with it, but I lo traen. That shit sounds nice.
Sick.
So cool. It's kind of like with like a lot of these big brands, they make these beginner series and like intermediate series para los que no ajustan para you know the pro series, you know, or para los que a lo mejor they don't need a whole, you know, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 guitar, you know.
Yeah.
You know, some people are barely learning, you know. So like Ernie Ball, they have the brand Sterling. La otra bajo que tengo, el que trae el rap de Dragon Ball, the Dragon Ball Z, es un Sterling. It's like a $300 bass.
Oh, sick.
$200-$300 bass. He trae, basically it's the same pickup. It's like the one, but I just think the ones on the professionals, they are a little higher quality.
I was about to buy a Stingray 4-string. No sé por qué no lo compré, la neta.
Okay, look into the Sterling Stingrays.
Okay.
Porque they got like that lower, you know, $200-$300 ones, and then they got like the $400, $500, $600, $700, even up to like I think they go maybe $800-$900 on the Sterlings, and it's like, you know, a little higher than the basic ones, but you know.
¿Te gustan los Fender basses?
I like Fender basses. I haven't fucked around, like I haven't never had one, never owned one, but actually no, I've owned the Fender, the acoustic one, but
¿Y no te gusta el jazz bass que todos tienen el café?
Yeah, like for the longest, I wanted one, but I just remember like I don't know, hella people have. I want something a little different, you know.
A mí sí me gustaría tener uno de esos, la
Yeah,
neta.
I've been seeing them and I listen to videos too, cause like they got a different sound, bro. They got a
Sí.
different feeling too.
It's like,
So
and
like,
then it's like, when I think of a bass, I think of that one.
yeah, like
It's like como que
the
está.
5-string bass is like it's like that classic
Sí,
image.
bueno,
Yeah, no, they're
el
clean.
café,
I want to get one
the
for
brown
sure
one.
too.
Or like tan color, you know?
I wanted to get this Sunburst one because like it would always run through my head. Fuck, which one do I want to get? Fender, Ibanez, fucking all this shit. For the longest, I wanted an Ibanez. I wanted one of the BTBs, you know. And then I think the first like expensive bass I ever bought when I was still with the other grupo was that fretless one that was, and believe it or not, like I probably shouldn't have got that one. I should have got like like
sí,
uno del
¿verdad?
mismo nivel, but like with frets, you know.
Yeah,
But I
en
was like,
en los videos
yeah, but I was like, fuck, this shit's cool.
era un fretless, me
Yeah.
acuerdo, sí, sí, sí.
Yeah, so I was like, damn, and it was cool because like when you would slide the string, like I don't know, it just felt hella
Y sí,
smooth.
sí le daba otro sonido
Yeah,
también.
it is a little slightly
Las rolas sí se
different.
escuchaban diferente.
Yeah, and it's cool. It was
Y
like,
yo me
fuck.
imaginé, oh, chingón, pues ha de ser el estilo del vato, quiere usar puro fretless. Pero
Yeah.
ahora que dices, pues,
Yeah, I was just like, fuck. I just remember seeing it. I was like, damn, that shit looks sick because
Yeah.
just no frets, like, and like on the side, trae los líneas,
Yeah,
like
las
if it
lineecitas.
did have
Yeah.
frets. But it was just like when you wanted to do like chords and shit. Like for me, it sounded a little weird. Like
Tienes que en
yeah,
cierta
and then like
posición,
and
¿verdad?
it's as a cuenta, it's like a bass but with a little tololoche because it's that same thing. If you're a little slightly off, you know,
It's gonna
like
sound
the note sounds
hella.
off. So
Y luego como es el bajo.
yeah. And then
Todavía
keep
de-
in mind, like at this time, you know, like I'm knowing how to play, you know, I know the ritmos and the tiempos, but like I'm still not too advanced, you know, so I'm still learning, you know, I'm still
Yeah.
learning today. So I'm like thinking back, I was like, damn, I was like that kind of made it a little harder on myself than it had to be, you know. But it was cool because that shit really got me to know like the positions, you know.
Muscle memory.
You know that because in that time that was when we were really getting tocadas, so I was like when we were really gigging it, you know,
Yeah.
privadas and shit, and yeah, that Ibanez was the first one I copped.
Sick.
But that bongo, that's probably my favorite one so far.
Neta.
Yeah, that one's cool.
El bongo tiene un sonidazo también.
Yeah, clean with the double those pickups. That's what I
Pinche
want.
pastillota, güey.
I really fucked with those. That's why, like, I think after I was using the fretless for a while, I wanted one just, you know, with frets, you know, so get that kind of full, little cleaner sound.
A huevo.
Because I feel the fretless kind of goes more with, like jazz type shit, you know, or, you know, I want to find something with it, you know, now that I'm getting my little recording setup. I want to record something with that because I know I got some cool little
Igual
sound.
I feel like those type of basses don't come good. Don't come through good on that interface.
Yeah.
Por eso quiero agarrar una mixer.
Oh, that, huh?
Yeah. I feel like just the bass on the interface, no, como que no da el punch machín.
Yeah.
Pero esa madre, fuck, lleva un chingo jalando, güey. Es de los primeros que salieron y todavía ahí anda.
We want fucking good quality, bro. That Apollo.
Un Apollo.
That's the one right there.
Es
It's gonna cost a bit, but
Lo que no me gusta del Apollo es que, no sé, güey, como que se me hace muy... Lo que quiero agarrar es una mixer.
yeah, you want to do analog?
Pero sí quería agarrar un Apollo at some point, pero no sé, no me convenció.
No, trust me,
Is that what you guys used to record?
Yeah, we for our studio we got the big Apollo, but the homie Javali he has the también Uzi he has that single one. There's a single one that you could get.
El
that
que
one's
está
clean.
haciendo una cosilla.
Yeah, no, it's just because fuck everything just the interface like it's like you with I have the same one as you know.
Yeah.
It gets the job done, but like if you wanna like that, like if you see you're missing one little thing, you know, like that Apollo, that's the one for sure.
La que quería agarrar era el... ¿Cómo se llama?
But I mean, shit, I haven't tried any other ones.
El Focusrite. Uno azul.
Mm-hmm.
Que es así también largo.
I haven't seen that one. We had also the bigger Focusrite, the red one, but it was like the one that's like 16 channels.
Oh,
That's the one that we got that one when we were trying to record like drums and shit. See, because we didn't. If I would have known like how you did that,
Yeah.
we probably would have pulled it off.
I feel like it's better with every individual channel when you can do whatever you want to do on the system. Porque cuando le estás tenteando ahí con la mixer, está cabrón.
Yeah. No, that shit's dope though. Like, pues de ahí se empieza todos.
Hell yeah.
Like I want to get one of those Thunderbolts too, but a ver cuando I want to be able to like saber moverle todo bien, and then okay, I know for sure I want to get that shit, you know.
Oh.
And that's the thing too. I don't know if they're only compatible with Mac.
No le llama la atención así como un pinche una silla, un pinche de esos interfaces de bajo.
¿Cuáles?
Así como I don't remember what the fuck it is exactly, pero era una chingadera, una raca, la neta. Fuimos a un estudio de un señor que se llama Juan Ramírez.
Yeah.
Y es like la raca tiene un chingo de like old school shit.
Oh yeah.
And pues that's where the bass went into. And he was like, oh, it's an interface for the bass, el otro. And yeah, I guess he said it just processed it.
Mad equipment, bro.
Yeah.
That compa, fíjate, fun fact, that compa Juan Ramirez, I believe he mastered my other grupos when we did a little recording. He mastered our shit. Because our compa that we recorded with, compa Ricky. Saludos, compa Ricky. He plays con Los Dinos. And what's it called? That compa Juan, pues he would record and él tocaba con ellos también antes.
Yeah.
And that's how I met Juan. I went también, le presté un bajo quinto una vez, a couple times, for one of the groups, los de la A, I think.
Oh, yeah.
You remember this
Sí, man.
Yeah, and I let him use the bajo quinto pa grabar. And I remember I pulled up to the house that one time and they had fucking mad equipment. And this fool Ricky would always tell me, like, bro, this was, like, he's like, I got cool quality here, but he's like, the compa, like, gets down. I remember he let me hear some shit that he had just mastered for those fools, and bro, super clean.
It's crazy because when you hear stuff that they send him to get mastered, se escucha pasado de verga.
Yeah.
Pero cuando grabas ahí con él, fuck, es otro rollo.
Yeah,
se
bro,
escucha bien.
Like, fuck, I was like,
it was hurting my ears how good it fucking sounded.
Right?
Dude.
Like, I was tripping off how clear the bajo quinto was sounding, and just everything just.
Y no graba con micrófono. That's what I'm saying. He has like these procesadores que están bien pasados de verga. He just does it straight through the pickup.
I think what he was telling me when I was there, no sé si cambió, but I think he goes like depending on how good the pickup or whatever of the guitar is.
Mm-hmm. He bought a pickup.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, y se la pones ahí el bajo quinto while you're there.
Oh yeah.
Nomás con tapecito around.
That's sick.
And you use that one to record.
That's clean. That's hella smart too. Because I think that was the problem with the bajo quinto que tenía el vato del grupo. He didn't like how it sounded
on the pickup.
He didn't like how it was coming out on the recording. So I let them borrow that.
Do you guys use mic and pickup to record?
Yeah, we've been doing that. Since J Valley started recording with us, like he's been putting us all on all the shit, like, you know, the little shit que faltaba. So like on the Bajo Loche, we've been doing mic and line.
Yeah, that's how I like doing
mic
it.
and line. It doesn't make a difference. It's because like también on the guitar it makes a difference too, because there's little shit that you won't hear from just the pickup, you know. I
like fucking with the highs on the guitar more through the mic.
Yeah.
And letting the lows hit through the pickup more.
That's more.
Porque siento que todavía on the pickup se escucha muy clink, 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 ¿sabes? Como muy...
Yeah, like...
¿Quién sabe?
Kind of clips a little bit.
No tanto que clips, pero como que se escucha muy... No sé.
Like
así como cuando lo escuchas por una bocina, ¿sabes? Like the pickup sound.
Mm-hmm.
Y le dejo poquito, pero...
Almost like World Computer, almost like...
Exactly,
Like sin sentimiento, you know?
Yeah. Y ya le pongo más micrófono through the highs y se escucha ya más clarito. Yeah. So, when you record at your house, ¿cómo ¿Cómo te gusta grabar ahí, güey?
Lately, since I barely got the setup going, I haven't gone fully and set up the mic yet. I've just been fucking around and like seeing, so I can make sure I'm getting the fucking the the audio out to the headphones and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And saludos al compa George LK3 que me ayudó unos consejos ahí por ahí.
Ah,
I was a little lost for a bit, but got that shit figured out. And so now I'm trying to set up so where I can bring the mic in and actually set it up so I can start getting some covers out.
Sick.
Ahí leve.
¿Y vas a hacer de qué videos así de covers?
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe algo leo por ahí,
You should try to record through OBS.
Do some OBS. I'm about to check it out.
Straight through OBS, ya la grabas con el audio y todo el pedo straight through the interface.
Mm-hmm.
Ahí te da un monitor reference también. Or what this fool would do is you could set up a whole track on fucking... Pero es que ya se ocupan un chingo de programas para eso.
See, what I've been seeing a lot of people do is they just do either whatever DAW you're going to use. And then I've been seeing people just YouTube convert the audio, drag it on there, and then ya graban su parte.
Oh, es como ustedes tienen pues las rolas de ustedes.
No, like you go on YouTube, copy the link.
Oh, and then you download it.
Yeah, and you download it, and then you put it on the DAW. You slide it, like, so if you're doing Logic or if you're doing fucking GarageBand, whatever you're doing, you slide it on there. Yeah, you open as many tracks as you need. Yeah, empiezas a grabar.
Sick.
And like, and the track is there. The audio file is there.
Ah, well, okay.
So that's why I've been seeing how to do it. And then I think one of my boys told me you're supposed to then, when you finish the audio or record the video while you're recording the audio.
Yeah.
And yeah, you just take the video, put it in iMovie. Yeah, you take the audio, and you gotta line it up with the fucking.
Yeah, shit. That's what I do también.
Yeah.
I mean, if you do like a reference, I guess, or something, like if you hit the pickup once,
mm-hmm.
you're gonna record it in the video and you're gonna record it in the audio. So then you just match that little spike on the video and on the audio.
That's smart.
And then from there on, yes, la rola.
That's smart. Just pa marcarle.
Yeah.
That's how smart.
Yeah. Más que nada to line it up. That's what I do. Porque si está cabrón.
Yeah, like fuck, like moving it, hearing it.
You move it to the right, and you move the fucking little tiny bit
like
to the, too much to the right.
Barely.
And then you move it back, y se te va el mouse, and y lo regresas.
That's a hard thing too, because I'm on a laptop. So I need to get me a mouse because like I'm over here trying to do a little click thing and drag. So that's why I haven't really been doing too much recording, because then like when I'm trying to cut or like when I'm trying to punch something in or something, like I need to really order me a little mouse.
Un little mouse no cae mal.
That?
Yeah, bro. I mean, I don't know what I would do without a mouse. My computer would be useless.
It's hard.
Literally. No, I'm kidding. Pues porque. No, pero sí, güey. When I've seen a lot of people that do record on a Mac, or like on a MacBook, sí tienen el mouse on the side.
Yeah.
Todavía el keyboard lo usan ahí, pero sí el mouse lo tienen on the side.
I mean, yeah, like once you get used to it, like, but it is a little. I mean, shit, the mouse a lot quicker.
Yeah. Sí, it would fucking increase your speed un chingo, güey. De estar aquí así, acá.
Making sure you're dragging the right shit, and then like, or when you're trying to drag it and you fucking move the wrong shit.
No, está cabrón.
That's why, like, especially like when we're in the studio and we're recording, they're recording like some HP stuff, like nobody even wants to fucking touch the computer. It's just play, stop, start it over. Yeah, like, nobody tries to move nothing, cause fuck, I don't want to be that guy. That fucking deletes the album by accident and shit.
Yo sí le muevo ahí un chingo. Like, I like patching, especially.
Yeah. But that's why it's good to know. Especially uno de artista is good to know. Y luego that shit helps you learn how to structure songs and shit.
Exactly. Y pues también yo aprendí nomás viendo así in the studios and shit.
Yeah.
And then obviously once you record it in a studio, you have pretty much the idea, the basic idea.
Like, all right, boom.
Yeah.
Because I mean, shit, especially when you're first starting, or when you go on this first starting and you fuck up a lot, it's like boom, you go through that process over and over and over and over, or like when you just hear how the amount of times you have to hear the song, even just to hear for mistakes or whatever, like.
¿Cuál es una rola que ya te enfadó?
Like de nosotros or just.
Que digas así de que, güey, ya dejen de cantar esta canción.
But honestly, I don't think I have one that's like, ah, fuck, I don't want to hear it.
O que la gente ya te enfadó, güey, de que te ven en la calle y te gritan eso. Obviamente gritan click shit, pero así de que una parte de un lyric.
And that's a hard one to pick. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Es que hoy siempre existe algo que te cague el palo, ¿sabes? A todos nos caga el palo algo. ¿Qué es lo que a ti te caga el palo, güey?
Shit. I don't know.
Así de in general.
Oh, like in general?
Yeah, in general.
I hate when it's like, when it's just like one of those songs that like the full version hasn't even came out yet, and it's like, damn, like you've already heard it like a million times, you know?
Yeah.
And it just gets to that point, and like, oh fuck, like you just hear the little flow, like, and then boom, it's like, oh fuck.
Fuck. Güey, a mí me enfadan las rolas bien rápido. Like, I could like a song, pero es que me enfado yo solo de esa canción because I'll have it over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Just play it every day, and then that last day you're just like, fuck.
Y de repente, like, maybe you just find a different song and you stop playing it.
Yeah.
And then when you hear it again, you're like, that song's fucking whack.
Yeah, like you already hear the whole song before it even starts and shit. Yeah. I already heard it and shit. Neta, it'd be like that.
Sí.
Or like, especially when you discover like a new song or some shit, or new artist type shit. You just like get stuck on that shit for a while.
I feel it. Es que es como human nature, ¿no?
Yeah.
Estar like cycling through favorite songs y que de repente ya pues que te enfada.
Recently I was like, I've been bumping like some of our old shit, like Pa Las Vibras, and I was like, damn, like these motherfuckers are some bangers.
Sí, güey, la neta.
Yeah, like especially like a lot of the ones that didn't really get.
Usually the first album de cualquier banda se escucha bien vergas. Once they've put out a couple of them,
and after you
after you haven't heard it in a while,
también
it hits different.
I remember, what's crazy, like when you get a song and it's like fuck, and you listen to it like probably like 100, 20, 50, whatever more times than anybody before it drops. And then once it finally drops, it's like you're like, fuck, I already heard it already, and then everybody's like, oh fuck,
it's fucking sick, este el otro.
And it's like fuck, I want the new shit to drop already.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, not that we would know about dropping shit, because, I mean, no me voy a meter en ese pedo. Eso es otro tema para otro podcast. Fuck. No, pero sí te entiendo, güey.
Yeah.
Sí enfada ese pedo.
It's like, fuck. Está cabrón.
Yeah, de que, güey, ya saca otra rola.
Yeah.
Ya escuché esta 1000 veces.
That shit's always, and that's one thing that they always tell us too when we were first coming up, that no matter what, you could drop fucking 50, 100 songs, there's still gonna be that one person, after they hear it, when's the next stuff dropping?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's like, you gotta be on that shit.
Yeah.
We're always waiting for more music,
Y sí, güey, people's attention span right now is so fucking short too. Yeah. Like, si no les está sacando una canción al menos una al mes, y de que todavía es poquita.
That's why, like, if you are gonna be on that type of shit, like dropping, you can make sure that song that you do drop is gonna be fucking jumping,
Si no, pues an album might as well.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously, you got quality over quantity, but tampoco, you gotta be consistent with it too.
Ah, huevo. Shit, viejo. ¿Qué nos pasó aquí? Casi 2 horas.
¿Qué hago?
A ver, vamos a hacer una llamada aquí a este viejo cara de poringas. Preguntarle a qué horas va a llegar, porque se supone que empezamos a las 6. Algo así. 5, creo. I told him 5. Qué linda está la mañana. What time are you getting here? Pero como a qué horas? I'm trying to start at 5. Shit, for sure. Arre. Ya dijo, viejo loco. Alright, bro. Qué linda está. Ay, mi compa Panchito está bien noqueado ahorita, güey. He was on his third dream. I fucked it up. Chale.
For real.
Fuck, what was the last dream you remember that you had?
Shit. That should be hard for me, bro. I feel like sometimes I don't be dreaming like that.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, sometimes de repente, like, fuck, I have a crazy ass dream.
Yeah, huh?
It's like, but then you can't remember it.
El otro día, like, the last dream that I had that was crazy as fuck like that, I dreamed that they jacked my truck.
Nah, neta.
Como de que entré a un lugar, güey, y cuando salía yo no estaba. That's the one thing I remember out of that dream.
Like, fuck my truck.
Yeah.
No, también me ha pasado, fuck. Like, oh, have you haven't had a, I don't know why, bro, this shit scared the fuck out of me too, cause like, also like, I feel like I don't be dreaming like that, and then I remember this one time I do dream, bro, I dreamed that one of my rigs fucking broke, or like, that I walk in and my rig's broken, you know, I'm just like, and then I wake up and fucking, you know, go open the case and shit, I'm like, I'm like, fuck, bro, like,
Chale, ¿nunca se te ha quebrado un rig?
Fuck, de las caras, no.
¿De las caras?
Gracias a Dios, no.
Chale, güey. A un compa a cada rato le rompíamos los neos.
Yeah. También.
O sea, compra de que los Quays y así, güey.
Oh, yeah.
Panchito le rompió uno, güey. Yeah, so we had to get him one.
Yeah, son de tan caras.
Y apenas lo acaba de agarrar. Apenas le acaba de llegar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chale.
I barely got like an expensive one like not too long ago. I'm like, fuck.
Y es que haz de cuenta que you know how when you first get it, pues obviamente no le ha pasado nada.
Oh yeah, it's just fucking brand new.
De repente con cualquier movimiento, if you move it too fast down, it'll fucking, pues, physics, you know. Está así, se mueve lo de abajo, no tiene con qué agarrarse.
Oh yeah, like
esto se queda
like
arriba.
It just slides right out.
And it's lit. That's what happened.
No, it just.
Panchito took the dab. He was coughing. Y con el movimiento de la tosedera, just
no. Oh, it's because you know what? It's because as like when you put those bangers in, like they just kind of slide. Like if you just put it in there and don't touch it, like when you try to put the dab, like it's just gonna start sliding. So what you do is,
or if you hold it sideways, it'll go like that.
Yeah. So what you do is like when you put the nail in there, you like slightly tighten it to the right. You like kind of turn it a little tight, but like you turn it, y como que se aprieta. But you gotta be careful because if you fucking, you know, like it's literally like the slightest shit and it tightens up.
Yeah,
and
like con
you don't gotta worry about that. Yeah.
Se siente ahí que agarra, ¿verdad?
Yeah, and then it stops, you know. Yeah, you know, you take your dab, blah blah, you know, let it cool down a little bit, and then boom, you know, you snap it back off, but like carefully.
Ah, huevo,
carefully.
Okay. Sick.
También.
Sí, Panchito se aventó esa.
Para la otra podcast me traigo el rig y todo y le damos un dab school a la raza.
Para cuando le caiga Panchito.
Hey,
hay que hacer un podcast ya los tres.
I was gonna hit you up earlier this week too, pero se me fue el rollo to see if that fool was gonna pull up. Yeah, we should do it. Let me know.
Hell yeah, nos aventamos un podcast los tres. He's gonna be on. Hoy es el 6º. He's on next Friday.
That's right.
Next Friday, yeah. For the 9th episode.
Si no salga nada, I'll pull up for sure.
Hell yeah. You're more than welcome to, viejo. Aquí vamos a andar. The food también, pues. Si no fuera porque está dormido, aquí andaría el güey. Yeah.
Bro, I seen a car parecido a la de él down the street. I was like, let me find out this was.
Tiene una Tacomita now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, está chingona también. It's blue.
I saw this fucking sick ass Tacoma on the way here. Me iba pasando por el otro lado.
Ajá.
But fucking big ass fucking Tacoma lifted. and they had like a whole ass camper on the fucking back, like a whole ass camper. They fucking live in that shit.
No, güey. A mí me gustan esos campers de los que son como tipo, like, out of, like, ¿qué será? Como ese material that they make the fucking convertibles out of.
Oh, like almost like the tela kind of,
Yeah,
like
a tela type material, but those ones that turn into, like, a fucking camping tent type shit.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Like the ones they go on the back of the truck and like como se hacen para arriba.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are clean too.
Esa madre está chida,
Clean too.
Every time you go camping often?
Not really, bro. I mean, it's like in the ranch, there's fucking hella space and shit.
Pues sí, pues ahí estás acampando
like,
todo el pinche
when
tiempo.
we were younger, that's what we used to do.
You guys would camp
we would
out
get
in the ranch?
tents and we would go put them in the backyard and shit and camp out
well.
right there. I've gone like a couple times when I was younger, but I see like that I go often now, but.
This is the first time in my life that I have a backyard. Imagínate, yo todo pendejo en un apartment ahí en el cemento camping.
Neta, bro. Before we moved to that ranch, ya hace muchos años, we lived in Woodland, fucking backyard, fucking literally.
Un pedacito de cemento, yeah.
Nada,
así era allá en la 9, güey. Así era un pedacito, así como, literally, like, maybe this is already way too much cement for what that was.
Yeah. No, I feel you. Nah, that shit, I mean, shit, for me, I was fucking little. I wasn't even in, like, kindergarten or first grade yet, so it was like, it wasn't that big a difference, you know? Mm-hmm. But, like, it wasn't, like, how small it was. Like, I wasn't gonna tell because, you know, I was fucking small. Yeah, but it's like, damn, like, when my parents finally got that ranch, like, that shit was fucking crazy. It was just fucking nuts. You're just outside all the time and shit. Oh, fucking just quiet, you know?
¿Ya arregló el little scooter?
I did. I was able to get it started and shit, right around on it, and then I ended up
But you weren't able to turn it off.
Nah, that shit was weird. Sometimes it would just turn off like de la nada, but it had like some little cable or some shit que se le zafaba, but it was a cool little bike. I ended up selling it, and then I had gotten these other 2 little motos and shit, and I ended up selling those 2 recently. Just fucking little shit para entretenernos.
For sure, unos juguetillos ahí.
Yeah.
And it's it because you have the space también.
Yeah.
So, está chido.
That's why I was telling you I got that little pony and shit.
Ahora nomás lo ves, te ven ahí montado en un pony.
I was thinking like, fuck, I'm probably not that heavy. But like, nah, I get on him, he don't move. He don't want to move.
He don't want to move?
Nah, but like, you know, with my niece or anyone else, or you lead him, like, he goes.
¿Está apenas morrillo el pony?
No, sí está viejito. No, he knows exactly what he's doing.
Güey, si un señor el otro día te dijo que llegué a la tocada y tenía un pony. Y un señor se le subió y como si nada el pony camina.
That's why I'm like, I don't know what's up with this fool. I think he just don't
le caes
want
bien.
to, you know? Like, and he's smart too, cause like our gate, we had a gate, right? And we got the little remote. And when we let him out, kind of like, cause we got the little area where the chickens are. Y ya tenemos allá atrás where we have all the borregos and shit. And we'll let him out like in the day, you know, para que ande ahí in the property. Yeah. Pero 2 properties down, they have a horse and there's like cows and shit, and he always sees the horse. He piensa que es un yegua. And so he's over here going crazy. And so anytime, especially, it's like, I don't know how, but he like waits till one of us is about to leave, and he waits, like just waits. As soon as because the gate kind of takes a minute, you know, to start opening. He started hauling ass all the way from the back of the property to get out and shit before my dad closes the gate behind him and shit. Yeah, se nos ha salido like 3-4 times and shit.
El pony.
Yeah. Like, but he just goes over there because he's trying to get to the horse. So, entonces quiere una noviecita por ahí o algo. So, I'm on the hunt right now for a little female pony.
Ay, va a ser ponies.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, like little ponies or some shit.
Breeding.
You know? Little breeding, little rental or some shit for a party or some shit, you know.
¿Y los hijos de los ponies? ¿Crees que haya posibilidad de que salga un full-size horse, or they're only ponies?
I don't think so. I think only ponies.
How crazy would that shit be, fool?
¿Verdad que se sale un...
Ay, es que little, like, ¿cuál es el proper term for a baby horse?
I don't even know. I think it's a mare, but I might be mistaken. Can I use your bathroom real quick, Omar?
Oh, hell yeah. Ahorita aquí le pongo un pinche...
How far does el Pancho stay from here?
Como una hora. Ahora sí, yo creo que pasé largo.
That's right.
Regresation. Aquí andamos. A ver, ¿en qué cine era? ¿Era esta? No era esta, es esta. Bueno, pues, raza. Fucking. Regresamos después de un bathroom break.
Ah, huevo.
Saludos a todos los que le cayeron. A todos los que están watchando ahorita la repetición ahí por YouTube y llegaron hasta ahorita. También un saludazo, dejen su like. Pues ya watcharon todo el pinche podcast, dejen su like. También suscríbanse. Y pues, viejo, algo que quiera decir antes de cerrar aquí.
Shit, no. Gracias a usted. Thank you for
Ya
having
sabe,
me,
ya
compa.
sabe.
Ya
Thank
se
you
la
for coming
sabe.
through.
Tap in on the podcast. We're gonna be coming back on for sure.
A huevo, a
You know,
huevo.
support the Chafa brand. Gonna have merch drops coming soon.
A
Gonna be
huevo.
working on some covers and shit, some content. You know, so we're gonna have and then obviously with HP we'll have a whole lot of stuff coming. So
Sí.
ya se la saben, raza.
A huevo, ya se la saben. Aquí andamos. Cuídense todos. Ahí nos guachamos. No se droguen si se drogan. Pues los voy a next.